facilitate exchange of ideas and exchange of information, and where countries ask for help, it's there to help. China has 1.3 billion people. It's a large chunk of the world's population, so it should have a significant influence. Fairly, if you look at the population size, so should India, so should sub-Saharan Africa should be a large part of that, etc.
Effectively, are you saying that the WHO is the kind of hub of some sort of global command and control system?
I mean, the WHO, I think, mainly is a tool. It's not an organization trying to take over the world. It's being used by people who want to do that for their own benefit. So if you look at how the organization should work, it should be there, to convene meetings between countries, facilitate exchange of ideas and exchange of information, and where countries ask for help, it's there to help. China has 1.3 billion people. It's a large chunk of the world's population, so it should have a significant influence. Fairly, if you look at the population size, so should India, so should sub-Saharan Africa should be a large part of that, etc. But that's completely different than having an organization that can direct and can tell people in the country, that they should be locked down, they should be mandated a vaccine, etc. That is a sovereignty issue, and the WHO and the UN shouldn't even be there in the first place. If we look at the WHO, it is significantly funded by private interests. The second largest funder is private of the organisation, and that funder has significant pharma investments, etc. So clearly there's a conflict of interest. You wouldn't want that entity deciding on who should have what drug in a country. It's funded by certain countries, and it's the United States and Germany, the big ones, who are very big in the drug industry. And nearly all of their funding and all of the private funding is directed, which means they don't give it to the WHO so the WHO can decide what's best for the world. They give it to the WHO to do a specific task that they say. And it'll even come to, you employ these people, you'll have these meetings in these places. So it's very directed funding, and the WHO is just a tool that they're using with their funding to get something which they want. That can be good, it can be bad. But again, you would not let that organization in a democratic society have any power over your people. It would be completely irrational to do that. A country like the US has far more expertise on infectious disease within its borders, obviously, than the bureaucracy in the WHO, which, you're not there just because you're an expert. It's not a pool of expertise. It's a pool of bureaucrats who are there to manage coordination of certain aspects of health internationally. So again, it wouldn't make, and if you look at their track record over COVID and the changes, and even not understanding immunity, apparently, not understanding how masks work, not understanding that the virus was almost all in old people and not in young people, not understanding that if you close schools and massively damage the education of hundreds of millions of children, you'll push them further into poverty and so have bad health effects on them and on their country. If you don't understand that, you've proven that you're not competent to give public health instruction to countries. So again, it's completely illogical to go down the path we are going at the moment, where we give more power to this organisation to and control over our own health policy.